There's something quietly powerful about turning leftover lumber, scraps of wood that might otherwise be discarded, into beautiful, functional planter boxes. What begins as an act of sustainability evolves into something far more layered, an artistic expression, a strategic business move, and a rewarding experience that connects maker, material, and market. Creating planter boxes from reclaimed or leftover wood is not only a hands-on celebration of simplicity and resourcefulness, but also an appealing entry point into profitable, small-scale woodworking. Welcome to Decor Ideas, your calm corner of design inspiration. Just clear and creative content focused on woodworking, decor, and functional beauty. We're here to inspire you. Each project is designed to inspire your next move, whether you're a seasoned craftsman or just starting out. Join us, subscribe, and make every space more you, with style, warmth, and a touch of wood. Today we will show you a collection of easy and unique planter box from leftover lumber for decor and big profit. So, watch the video until the end to see this beautiful collection and get inspiration. At its core, the act of making planter boxes from leftover lumber is about reclaiming value. It transforms what many would see as waste into an object of purpose and beauty. In the modern world, where so much is disposable and mass-produced, this approach carries weight. It offers a quiet rebellion against excess, while simultaneously presenting a compelling aesthetic rooted in the raw, natural textures of wood. There's an undeniable artistry in taking mismatched or oddly shaped scraps and reimagining them into something unified and beautiful. Each piece of wood tells a story. Maybe it was once part of a table, a chair, or a shelving unit, and those layered narratives infuse the final planter box with character. The grain patterns, the knots, even the nail holes contribute to a kind of rustic elegance. When arranged thoughtfully, these variations don't detract. They elevate the final design, turning it into a kind of functional collage, a living sculpture that holds not only soil and plants, but history and intention. This is where the appeal lies for the creative mind. It becomes a design challenge as much as a woodworking project. How do you take limited, irregular materials and create something visually pleasing and structurally sound? The constraints of using leftover lumber force a maker to think differently, to improvise, to develop a keen eye for balance, proportion, and texture. And in that process, the act of making becomes a dialogue, not just with the materials, but with the possibilities. What's equally exciting is the scalability and accessibility of this idea. Planter boxes don't require large quantities of wood, nor do they demand complex joinery or expensive tools. A basic setup, saw, drill, sander, and screws is enough to get started. This low barrier to entry makes it ideal for beginners, side hustlers, or even seasoned woodworkers looking to make use of their offcuts. In many ways, it democratizes the art of woodworking. You don't need a workshop full of virgin timber or high-end equipment to start making beautiful, sellable products. And that brings us to the strategy, the business angle of it all. Planter boxes, especially those made from reclaimed or leftover wood, carry a built-in appeal in the marketplace. They speak to several consumer desires at once: eco-consciousness, handmade craftsmanship, and aesthetic uniqueness. In a time when more people are embracing indoor plants, balcony gardens, and backyard greenery, planter boxes are not just practical containers. They're decorative features, design elements that help shape the visual personality of a home. Dear viewers, are you enjoying today's content? We post furniture, decor, and craft ideas videos on a daily basis. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to never miss these inspirational furniture, decor, and craft ideas. Smash the notification bell so that you will be notified when we upload new videos. Also, don't forget to like and share this video, as your likes and shares enable us grow our channel and give you more content in return. Customers are often willing to pay more for something that feels artisanal and ethical. When you tell them that the planter box they're buying was made from reclaimed lumber, rescued from the scrap pile, and given new life, they're not just buying a product. They're buying into a story, a mindset, a shared value system. And that emotional connection is what drives meaningful, long-term customer loyalty. The fact that no two boxes are ever exactly the same also adds to their marketability. Slight variations in color, grain, or size mean each planter is, by nature, one of a kind. For customers tired of generic, factory-made goods, that uniqueness is gold. It makes their purchase feel more personal, more special. And for the maker, it means that each build is its own little adventure, a chance to try new combinations, to experiment with finishes or shapes, to continually evolve the craft. From a production standpoint, planter boxes also offer incredible flexibility. They can be made in batches or one at a time. They can be sized up or down depending on available materials. Leftover deck boards might yield long rectangular boxes. Shorter furniture scraps might become cube-style planters or tiered herb gardens. This adaptability allows for efficient material use and less waste, increasing both creative options and profit margins. Moreover, planter boxes are not seasonal in the way some woodworking projects are. Yes, demand may spike in spring and summer, but indoor gardening, urban farming, and plant styling have become year-round interests. And because planters are functionally simple, they're easy to ship, easy to photograph for online listings, and easy to price within an approachable range. All these factors combine to create a product that's not just easy and unique, but also smart and sustainable from a business perspective. In terms of aesthetics, there's a wide runway. A maker can lean into a rustic farmhouse style with weathered finishes and metal accents, or go modern with clean lines and minimal stain. They can stencil on botanical motifs, use milk paint for a matte vintage look, or torch the wood for a bold, charred texture. These stylistic choices allow for brand differentiation. One woodworker's planter box might evoke a country garden, while another's could feel like it belongs in a sleek downtown apartment. Both can coexist in the same market, each appealing to different tastes, unified only by the idea that they began as leftover wood. The ability to enrich and evolve each design while maintaining a simple production base is a dream scenario for small-scale makers. You can start with a humble set of offcuts and end up with a catalog of distinct pieces, each one with the potential to become a customer favorite. And the more you build, the more efficient you become. The more you sell, the more you understand what resonates. Over time, what begins as a sustainable craft grows into a profitable venture, one box, one board at a time. At the heart of it all is a feeling, the quiet satisfaction of making something useful, beautiful, and sustainable out of what others might ignore. There's a certain magic in the transformation, not just of materials, but of mindset. You start to look at every piece of scrap differently. You start to see opportunity in offcuts and odd sizes. You begin to design not just for efficiency, but for story, for beauty born of limitation. Creating planter boxes from leftover lumber is a practice rooted in both humility and ambition. It honors the resourcefulness of past generations, who wasted nothing and saw value in everything, while also embracing modern aesthetics and eco-conscious values. It's a meeting place for creativity, responsibility, and entrepreneurship. So whether you're building your first box in a garage on a Sunday afternoon, or filling a market stall with a dozen unique planters, know this: you're not just crafting containers for soil. You're crafting vessels for growth. Growth of plants, yes, but also of skills, of ideas, and of a business built one reclaimed board at a time. Well, dear viewers, there you have them. Our handpicked easy and unique planter box from leftover lumber for decor and big profit. Which ones did you like? What did you like about them? Share us your thoughts in the comment section. We hope you've enjoyed our today's content. If you do, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and also smash that notification bell so that you will be the first one to be notified when we upload new videos. It takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos. Your subscriptions, likes, and shares are what inspire us to create more content. Therefore, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. And finally, thank you for watching until the end. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.